God's will is a choice. What does that mean? Because God said doesn't mean it will work. So don't doubt what you heard. You heard right, but you have coconut head. God told me she's the one. You are right, but you didn't do right, so it didn't work. So if God says stand, and the will of God is that you are standing, as a man, you have the right to say no. So what happened to God's will? It didn't happen. So God's will is not compulsory. It's only a wise choice. The fact that you can obey and disobey shows that God's will is not compulsory. God can say Paul and Barnabas will work, and Paul and Barnabas will not make it work. They can, your marriage, your relationship can be prophesied from the third heavens. If two of you don't come together and want it to work, and you are working with that prophetic word as a stronghold for that marriage, you will scatter that thing. And don't miss this. God can tell you who to marry, but God didn't tell Abraham to marry Sarah. He saw somebody in his family that he liked. Daddy, I want this girl. Okay. And when God picked Abraham, who have you married? Sarah. I'll work with her. Once you marry that person, it's God's will. Now